Hi Planty People, welcome back to my channel, Steady As She Grows. I'm Lorinda. I wasn't planning on doing a video right now. I'm really sweaty, really dirty, but I wanted to talk a little bit about compost. Now, I home compost, and a lot of the scraps that I use from my vegetables, eggshells, I throw it in a big trash can that I made. I just drilled some holes into it, and I add all my stuff there, and then I alter it with a layer of dried leaves that I save for my grandma's house all year long. And just keep doing that, and then you eventually have a rich, nutrient-dense additive to put back into your soil, and it is the best thing for your plants. Your plants absolutely love it, and it's free. I make it myself, so I just want to show you a little bit what I'm doing right now. I'm adding a layer of compost to my back bed, which is heavy clay soil, and it's not even 100% broken down yet. There's still like whole eggshells, but the plants don't care. It will break down over time, and I'm going to put a layer of mulch on top, and it helps retain moisture, and the plants will just start thriving in a couple of weeks because of this additive. So I just want to show you what I do, what I add, and you can do it too. It's super simple. Hang on. Okay, so as you can see, this trash can and that trash can, I just drilled some holes into it for air ventilation. And this thing was full, and it was filled to the top with compost that was pretty much ready, almost 100% broken down. But, you know, so you see some whole parts in there right now. That's because I have two that I go back and forth with. So this one is what I keep adding. So since this one's empty, I'm going to transfer what's in here into here, just to keep things circulating, the air movement going, and putting what's on top here on the bottom, because probably what's on the bottom here could be done. So you just keep going back and forth like all year long. So when one is empty, one's done, then I put that one in there. When that one's done, then I put that one in there, and I just go back and forth. And I also have this little spinny composter here too, which is kind of cool. But let me move this lid here. But it's small, and it does the trick. But yeah, oh look, a tomato plant started growing out of one of the holes. Life finds a way. But you know, even when I buy grocery store stuff that sometimes goes bad, like I bought a whole thing of coleslaw in a bag, never ate it, went bad, so I just add it to my compost, as well as that head of lettuce that I never ate and other gross stuff in there. But I just add produce cuttings, bad produce, and eggshells, and maybe I don't add too much like tomato cuttings like from the tomato plants, because you don't want to introduce too much disease into your home compost. And if tomato plants have like blight or a viral thing going on, you don't want to put that in your compost, because you don't want to transfer those diseases to your compost. So I never really add tomato cuttings or a lot of the cuttings from the garden unless I know that it wasn't really diseased. But I'm like, if it had bug holes and all this and that, that's fine to add. But if there were like spots on your leaves or anything, I wouldn't add that to my home compost. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you real quick. Excuse my mess over here. You know me, my garden is never perfect. But so this, let me widen out here. So this is my back bed. Very heavy clay soil in here. Look at these Rudbeckia vine just going crazy. Remember my skeleton that I had in there? Look, you can't even see him right now. Hello. I need to trim this back, because sooner or later it's going to attach to the neighbor's tree and I'll be in trouble. But I planted a rose bush back here, a pretty amber rose that smells really good, and I planted a dahlia back here, and there's a tomato plant right here, and a zucchini plant here, and back there. But like I said, oh, my lemon tree here too. Very clay soil, very hard, compact. I've been watering it, but really what helps the most for a clay soil is adding organic matter back into your soil. So I put a layer of my home compost here. See, the eggshells aren't even broken down, but the plants aren't going to care. They're going to love it no matter what. Over time, as it breaks down, it will release its nutrients like calcium and all kinds of good stuff back into the soil. That'll help break down the clay soil. It'll introduce worms into your soil, which aerate the soil from their little tunnels, and it's really the best thing. So once I put down as much compost as I can here, then I'm going to put a layer of mulch. I bought a mulch soil conditioner from GB Organics, and that'll help retain moisture and the plants are gonna love it, and in a couple weeks you're gonna see these plants just explode because they have gotten so much nutrients and they're gonna love it. So I just wanted to share you can do it too. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I don't have no fancy get-ups. You know, I just have my trash cans that I go back and forth with, and that's what I use. Also, Planty People, I actually made a video of how I made my home compost bins. It's actually one of the first videos I've ever posted on my YouTube channel, and it's not even on this channel. I had another channel that was just like a personal channel, and now on that channel it's just like memorial videos of my dad and my sister's graduation videos and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to see if I can pull that video, because I don't even know if I have the original video, and add it here if I can. I'm gonna try to speed it up maybe so it's not so long, but it's a cool video of how I made my home compost bins and the little trial and error I went through just to get the holes in the damn trash cans, because I didn't realize it till after the fact that I had it on reverse. So I was having a hard time drilling the holes into the trash can, and I didn't realize till after the video was done that I had it in reverse, so it wasn't even going in. But whatever, I got them done and they worked just fine. So so here you go. Hi, it's me, Lorinda Peterson again. So today I am going to make a compost bin. I saw something on Pinterest where you can use a trash can and drill some holes into it. So we are going to do that today. Really inexpensive. I've never composted before. I've been reading up on it and know that's the first thing you do when you go to start a garden is start with organic material. And I know it'll take a while for the compost to mature. So in the meantime, when I start my beds, I'm going to use probably some organic garden soil that I could buy at the nursery. So I'm going to start with that. So eventually over time I'll have the good stuff to put back into the garden, because we eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and throw away the scraps all the time. So I know it'll accumulate really fast. So I am going to take you through making my compost bin. Stay tuned. So this is the trash can we are going to use for the compost bin. It has a locking lid that just turns and locks, and it's pretty big. It's 32 gallons, so it should hold a lot of compost. I'm going to be buying another one so I can constantly empty this one into the other one every week, just to aerate the compost and mix it up a little bit. Eventually, when I get the funds, I will invest in the kind that turns like a big drum that has a handle and you can turn it. But right now I'm trying to do things as cheaply as possible because I am on a budget. So this would be a good alternative to the big drums. So next thing, I'm gonna get my drill and drill some holes into our trash can. Stay tuned. Oh, and this is Daisy. Say hi, Daisy. Hi, welcome back. So I have my drill and I'm gonna start drilling holes into the trash can. So let's see how it goes. Wow, this is a sturdy trash can. It is not going through. This is strange. Wow, took a little bit of, well, a lot of pressure to get one hole, so let's see how the rest go. So Planty People, one of the best things you can add to your home compost is leaves, dried up leaves. In the fall, when the leaves are falling, you know, go around and collect those up. That is seriously the best thing. Even if you don't home compost, just collect those leaves, which are free, and just use them as mulch itself. Just, you can run them over with a lawnmower, or you can just add them whole to the top of your garden beds. You know, my grandma pays her gardener to clean up all the leaves from her garden beds. And I tell my grandma, just leave them. That is the best thing for your soil. You know, she lives on a street that is lined with like oak trees. And in the fall, the streets are covered. So I go down there in the fall and I rake all those up and collect them myself. And I bring bags and bags home, and they'll last me all year long. They really will. Keep adding them to my compost. And I tell her, just leave them, Grandma. That is the best thing for your garden beds. And now she's starting to do that. So, so I'm excited. You know, these little things that, unless you're told, you don't know. You know, I didn't know either until I listened to the Joe Gardner podcast, and he talks so much about shredded leaves and adding it to your compost. And that's how I learned. I listened to a lot of gardening podcasts, actually. So, but anyways, but for a minute, can we talk about these hollyhocks right here? Like, look at these hollyhocks. Look at how gorgeous they are. Look at how tall they are. They have opened, they've bloomed, they're in their full glory. The bees love it. I've literally seen a bee go to the center of one of these little hollyhocks that are loaded with pollen and just roll around in it. And it's so heavy with the pollen, it could barely fly away. It was the cutest thing. I wish I had my phone on me to take a video of it, but yeah, they're gorgeous. I'm so glad I planted these. They're absolutely stunning. Let me give you a little closer look. Hang on. Look at how pretty. It's dusk, so there's not a whole lot of light in the garden right now. But they're just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I saw some sunflowers going, but they're on their way out. So beautiful. If it makes you happy, do it. I didn't even have space for them in here. I probably planted way too much. But I'm so glad I did it, because it just makes me smile every day. Well, Planty people, that's all I got for you today. You know, I'm a part of another gardening group called the Dirt Magicians. I think you can download its app. So I've been posting a lot on there as well. I'm going to be a garden coach with them eventually, as they do online gardening coaching, which is really cool. But right now it's, you know, it's in the beginning of its launch. It's a new company, so it's still growing. But if you want to see more of my postings of what's going on in the garden, you can sign up there. It's free to sign up. There's an activity feed, kind of like Facebook. And you can see some of my posts there if you want to see more. I've been posting a lot in there. So, as well as my Instagram, steady.as.she.grows. Don't forget the dots. And we'll see you next time. I'll try to get a garden tour out to you soon. Been so busy with this new job. I don't know. It makes me really tired. I'm working the graveyard shift, so I have to sleep during the day. But it's nice. I get up about 3 o'clock and I come out to the garden first thing, water, and do what I got to do in here. So it's nice, but I'm tired. I'm a tired gardener, but at least I'm burning calories, right? Yay, burning calories. Okay, talk to you soon. Get out and grow something. It's a beautiful day for it. Talk to you later. Bye.